welcome back to another episode of Unmuted. Here for episode 4. The topic is career versus ministry. Today, I am here with my co-host Mika.
Hi.
And I'm the host, Jakela. Hello. And who do we have here? Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Oni Marbun. You can call me Oni, O-N-I. It's not O-N-Y, yeah?
Right.
So yeah, I'm
Oni.
working at BPJS Ketenagakerjaan, Social Security Administrator for Employment. It's a government offices, like office for taking care of the protection for all the workers in Indonesia. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm the deputy of communications. I'm heading all of communications from marketing communications, corporate communications, internal communications, CSR, and all communications throughout Indonesia for 11 regionals and 325 offices throughout Indonesia. So that's what I'm doing outside of church. But what more important is what I'm doing in this church and for Jesus. That is, I'm the servant. I'm serving Jesus in certain ministry. Like I'm heading CG, but it's mostly online now. I'm sorry, but it's more of the the dynamic and the business of the members. But sometimes we do coffee and everything, but then we still meeting like once in a month. And I'm also part of the deacons here.
Ooh,
yeah. Like supporting the pastors to take care, to see, like overseeing what is the mid long-term strategy for the church, and also like really praying for the church and what is the foundations, like what God really wants to do with our church, and how can we expand the love of God, not necessarily only the geographical, but also more of the work that God really wants us to do, really to love people where they're at, accordingly to our vision. So that's really what I'm doing. And of course, supporting some ministry, like supporting like maybe in a singing once in a while, because I really want to sing, but sometimes I'm quite busy and really doing business trips, like many cities to be visited. But then part of the TCM as well. Yeah, and outreach. Yes.
So now,
Wow. Okay.
Risa, what do you do in the church and what do you do for work?
Hi, I'm Riza Alexander. At work, I work in LPG retail business. So LPG is the liquid petroleum gas, the one that you use for cooking. I manage the filling station in West Jakarta and some of the distributors
my
in
area.
Jakarta. Oh yeah, in your
West
area.
Jakarta, yeah.
Around Kapuk.
Yeah.
And as to church, I involved in TC, co-lead one of the CG for Recovery CG, and recently get involved with the prison ministry, and I also work with the team in the Care and Counsel, providing counseling and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much my involvement.
And to break the ice a little bit,
Yes.
I have one question, which is, when was the last time you missed a deadline and what happened?
Ooh.
Oh, that's like. Mhm. All right. Is it for me first or Risa first?
Any?
Risa, wanna go first?
Miss the deadline. When I was your age, I missed a lot of deadlines. Yeah, being real. Like but as I get older, come with several responsibilities. I just got to learn that you have to miss it less and less. Right. But yeah, I do miss homework. I skip homework deliberately and all that stuff.
Intentionally?
Yeah,
No?
intentionally.
It's okay.
Same.
It's
But
okay.
at the end of the day, I just got to pick it up because in real life
You can.
you can.
You can.
Yeah.
Well, I miss that lines. In the communications, because we do have some productions, right? We have so many productions actually. we cannot actually miss that line. So yeah, we did. Because me and my team actually we work in a teamwork like. So yeah, we did miss some or few deadlines, but like Risa, we try to do less and less. Yeah, because we learn from whatever mistakes that we did in the past, but we need to do better, like that.
Right, so we head into the first cycle.
Let's go.
Okay, so first question: how do you? Oh, sorry. What inspired you to be in this line of work that you're working in? Why are you in that field? Why are you working for BPJS? Why are you working for LPG? Basically.
Want to go first? Okay.
Yeah. It's a bit interesting because previously I worked with civil society organization. I work with Australian Aid. I train police. I train people in narcotics, BNN. But somehow God put me in a space there. Your task in that area is done. Let me bring you to a new adventure, which is being entrepreneur, being in business. Some people says that you want to learn to trust God, be businessman, because
Risk.
Yeah.
you don't like. It's not you getting the confirmation of paycheck every month. You gotta make sure you can deliver the paycheck
Yeah,
to the people you work with.
True.
And yeah, it's just amazing. Like having the experience to walk in faith, having the experience to like not just trust God by omon, you know what I'm saying, right? But just yeah, like take it one step at a time, and yeah, I guess this sums it up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like me. Okay. Can I have some time because this is something very,
Okay.
very meaningful for my life.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Take it.
Like it's quite crazy actually because I would never picture myself or imagine myself working in government ever.
Yeah.
Like ever because
Why is that?
because I'm the person of like being creative, like part of the agents advertising agency, communications agency. I'm like I really love doing creative works and everything. I wrote sometimes, and of course I'm in doing management too. But then after like 7 years in low advertising, and then I work in telecommunications, in part of the communications as well, and also consultant for communication. And then there's this one time that I sat down with my late husband, Coco, at that time in Bali, and I was like thinking, should I contribute my expertise, because I was part of the church as well at that time, right? As a executive director, like really to support the management of the church at that time. But then I was thinking, should I contribute myself, like my expertise to country now? So I asked myself like that, and then my late husband just said, Coco just said, that could be your prayer. So like 1.5 years after that, like long story short, I was given this opportunity by God and supported by my late husband as well. I was offered this opportunity to work in government. It's crazy because the intention was I was going to help with the proposal only like for the BPJS Kesehatan. But then whatever happens, like I know it's not a coincidence. I was offered by the BPJS Ketenagakerjaan because that's a funny story. So that's Jesus. I know that's Jesus. And then before my husband passed away, I took that offer. And until now, and then Coco passed away. My husband, now he's in heaven. Rest in peace, honey. And then like that, it's just like it's all being prepared by God, Okay. But I feel like it's not coincidence. It's something that God like. It's
planned out.
It's because it's obedience. There's two values here, because I'm being obedient to God, and then with my faith, I'm going to unknown. This is something that for us to be inspired. That if you really feel obedience to God, you step into unknown. For me, working in government is unknown. But then God just, do it, and I just surrender. So the values here, sorry, it's becoming serious.
Yeah,
But then Um, meaning that I just surrender myself, like two hands like this,
Yeah.
up near, and in terms of my heart, obedience, and then even though I'm stepping into unknown, the faith is very important here. And boom, like I'm here, I'm working in a government area, and I'm bringing values of Jesus in that area.
Yeah.
And so many broken people there, like they really seek for something. That I knew it. I'm just feeling it. So everything, like God put me in purpose. So I know this is Jesus. So like that.
Those are
Sorry.
No, it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
Actually, I want to have a follow-up question to that. It's like,
Yeah.
when did you guys realize like God sending you to that space, and like how did it look like? Was it through constant prayer and fast, or was it like an aha moment? Kaya tiba-tiba out of nowhere you're like, oh, I'm gonna be working here. Oh my gosh, ternyata this is God's plan. Gitu. So, walk us through that a little bit.
You really want to know? It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I was, like I said, I was working with Australian Aid for several years.
Yeah.
And then the project ends up, and I ended up doing almost 2 years just diving all across Indonesia. Just from a newbie diver, I set myself to become a certified dive master. And out of the blue, one of my cousins just called me. I need somebody to be your wingman, my wingman, right? And what line of business? LPG. I got no idea, but I choose you. So I was like, that's why for me, it was God that chose me, right? And I have limited experience
LPG.
in business.
Oh.
I used to work with international agency, which the nature is the fund comes from outside of Indonesia, come here, and then you have to burn the money,
Yeah.
right? But in here, you gotta make money. So I have to let myself be processed by God to change my mindset, right? And it took me about 2 years something just to really learn about that. And yeah, and it's been amazing. And I never thought to be in this space. One thing that I can say is, when I have faith, when I put my faith in God, I just let myself to think what I'm supposed to do today, but let my big daddy look after me.
Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
I think
Okay,
that's
I
the
love it.
wonderful thing about God.
Yeah.
He works through people,
Yeah.
and when you least expected it, He'll come and say, "Kaya, here, I have something for you."
Yeah.
And it's the most amazing thing that's ever gonna happen.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, as for me, the journey is quite unique because me as a whatever my friends saying about me is like an alpha female, because I really like to plan
Alpha
things
female.
out. Yeah. But well, I'm not labeling myself like that. Actually, I'm not labeling myself, but people. But I really love planning everything. Like really, I really like planning timeline. Like for my late husband, my kids, we should be doing this with this timeline, with these 3 months, whatever, and then everything is like planned out. So I learned hard about how actually God really knows my needs versus my wants and my plan. And when I found out that when I really took myself, really put myself like really being surrendered to Him, and really put my hands, really 2 hands out like this, with some hard attitude, I really learned that Jesus knows better about my needs versus my wants.
Yes.
So I cannot really plan this like and then ask God, bless this plan, yeah, God. You know?
Yeah.
Instead, I really like, of course, obedience and surrender to Him, and He will show me the way.
Yeah.
And He will guide
Exactly.
me. And this BPJS Ketenagakerjaan is something that I planned for you.
Yeah.
It never occurred in my
Yeah.
head or anything. I will work with government ever.
Yeah.
You know, if you know me or through my kids or through my best friends or everything, never.
Yeah.
So, but that's Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never expect. Our Jesus is so unique.
Yeah.
You can step to something that you never expect before.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's actually the best.
Mm.
That's God's plan. Yeah, so you need to be to obey it. The obedience is the key.
Yeah.
And the obedience actually can come out of the faith.
Yeah.
So that's actually what happened to me. And of course, support from my late husband, because
Yeah.
I almost this close to cancel the BPJS, because and then I try to keep looking for the non-logical reason, like, I don't have batik or whatever.
Yeah.
You can buy it, something
Yeah.
like that. Yes. So yeah,
That's
that's
good.
obedience and support.
That's beautiful, guys. Love it. Love it. Love it. So,
That's
next
like-
question.
question.
Yeah, next question.
Alright.
Yang
Next first. Okay. In that line of work, or maybe in your ministry in church, how do you keep your faith while serving there?
Oh, that's a good question. How do I keep my faith? I believe that I can only keep what I have by giving it away.
Mm.
And in order to do that, I have to let myself experience the love of God through the people around me,
Yeah.
through people in church, through my family, my
Yeah.
aunties, my cousin, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I cannot just imagine how God loves me
Mhm.
without actually having a relationship. Like, I can read the Bible, but if I don't let myself merge in
Yeah.
with His love,
Mm.
it's not
There's
like
no point.
like it would just be okay. Pick. I've done this. Tick. I've done this, and I might be a good person, but this must be hard. This sounded might be harsh, but I could end up just like a living zombie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as for me, there's actually 4 points, but I'm gonna make it quick. Okay. The number one is that I need to focus on my goal.
Yeah.
Let's put it G, because I have like four letters. Like,
Oh, okay.
D, the goal, because we need to be focused on our goal, which is to set our eyes on Jesus.
Mm.
No matter what our ministry or our vocational, but then, like, according to Hebrews, we need to focus or set our eyes on Jesus.
Yeah.
So even though we minister in like whatever, like so many ministries, but we need to ask ourselves, can we focus which one that really God puts in
Yeah,
our
yeah,
heart, and see our capacity.
Mm.
Don't overload ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't compare to other people. Like he or she doing 3 or 2. No, it depends on you, and pray and ask God how many ministries or how many works that you can do.
Yeah.
And then number 2 is the read the Bible. R, yeah. So R, read the Bible, because every day. In the past, I occasionally read the Bible, but now I cannot. I have to do it every day. Otherwise, I cannot start the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it's only 1 or 2 verses,
Yeah.
but it's really give you strength. It's like a
It
foundation.
does.
It's
Yeah.
like a rock, like whatever that really starts your day up. And then number 3 is there's a community. I put it I, imperfect people. Even in the church, you cannot say that all the people in the church is perfect.
Yeah.
Actually, we are imperfect.
Mm.
The community in church is actually imperfect people, broken people,
Yeah.
berobat jalan.
Yeah.
I don't know in English, but then
Yeah.
we are all berobat jalan, because we are actually seeking for Jesus.
Yeah.
So don't judge other people when they do
Yeah.
something, and just love them,
Right
and
on.
try to, like, hug them, and then just remind each other with love.
Yeah.
So I, imperfect. Remember, everyone is imperfect. The perfect one is Jesus.
Yeah.
And the last one is that, yes, I am. The last one is that pray.
Yeah.
Pray. Because sometimes your heart is sometimes like, no, someone is hurting me. I really want to hurt that person because he or she is like liking my boyfriend or liking my girlfriend, for instance. And, it happens, right?
Mhm.
But then just pray.
Yeah.
Pray. Because sometimes your heart doesn't want to pray, like me. Sometimes
Yeah.
no, I don't want to pray, but just pray.
Yeah.
So remember, GRIP, grip.
Right on.
So just grip on that, right?
Yeah.
So that's what really makes me,
Yeah, yeah.
grip.
Right on.
Perfect.
I think the points that we can take from this is, I think I took like 3 or 4 points, which is first one, God works to people,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why you should love people. That's why you should
Yeah.
listen to them
Yeah.
sometimes,
Mhm.
maybe. And second one is,
Faith.
yeah, faith. How, oh no, how God works in unusual ways.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Unique
Oni,
way.
yeah, you like to organize, you like to plan things, and that was like, actually, I'm gonna like steer right and not go with your plan because my plan is better for you. It's what you need.
Mhm.
Sometimes I maksa.
Yeah.
In the
I mean that's human.
in the past.
That's human.
It's
So
okay.
whenever you go out of your plans or when you go to the wrong way,
Yeah.
don't panic and
Yeah.
just pray. Just
Yeah.
believe it.
Mhm.
And then third one is let God be your rock of your salvation.
Exactly.
Let your God be your foundation.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So
Like-
good. I am.
I think the verse or story, I don't know. When you put your house in the sand,
Yeah.
it's like it's gonna tumble and fall.
Yeah.
But when you put your house in rock, which is Jesus, then
Strong foundation.
strong foundation. And I think that's it for segment 1. We are gonna go to ad break, so see you guys after ad break. Bye!
Ah.
So that's why it's important to serve here at TCU.
Wait, but what does TC need volunteers for?
Well, now that you ask, we do need volunteers for MC. So if you have a gift for public speaking or if you like to be in front of people, you should really consider being an MC. Whether it's being an MC for normal youth services, special games, or special announcements, I really encourage you to be an MC if you have a gift, and we'd really appreciate it if you'd volunteer.
If you're interested, please WhatsApp VP or talk to her in the Saturday service. Bye, guys!
All right, welcome back.
Alright.
Second segment
Yay.
over here. Jakayla, what is this about?
This is about getting to know the guests or maybe even hosts' like experience with ministry and work and how to deal with balancing those two. And we're gonna go right into the first question, which is how much has your routine changed since you joined volunteering or started work? Like your routine, like your daily routine, stuff like that.
Thankfully, most of the activity related to service to volunteering for me mostly during weekends. So it sort of just fits nicely. Sometimes I have like a gathering with the Beyond Success group every Tuesday, or but well, put it this way. When I walk through it, and when I follow what God puts me, it just fits in,
Yeah.
right? And just like what Oni says, I just need to be honest with myself. How much I can swallow? Because like I'm a type of person that like to be responsible, and
Yeah.
when I be overly responsible, I would just burn myself out,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, my work would be not effective, and I just would be so cranky with people that I work with, or even
Yeah.
in service, and that would be good. So, yeah, and I guess one of the things that is amazing in TC, like they encourage you. TC encouraged you to be in a discipleship.
Yeah.
And despite my age, I have to learn to submit with the leaders that obviously younger than me, and that's okay. It's me learning to be in the path that God puts me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as for me, it changes my routine a lot actually
Yeah.
at first, because in the past because part of the being consultant, you can actually manage your work in time.
Better.
Yeah, better. As in, yeah, you can go to office, but then you can work from home, something like that. But when you work in the government, it's 8 to 5 kind of thing. And now they have like a online, presence
Oh.
system, something like that. So, wow, I hate that. funny. I mean, I don't know if any of PPJS now watching, but that's what honestly that's how I felt.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But then again, because my my heart attitude at the first really to contribute something to the country, then and that was my prayer, really being supported and prayed by my late husband and of course my kids, my children, Nadine Benjizal. That really strengthened me again. Hey, it kind of like reminded me, hey, remember, you are the one actually really have a heart to contribute to the country.
Mm.
So it kind of like, okay, I can do this. So I can do this. So something
Yeah.
like that. So and time like goes and now I'm just like now I can actually adjust to whatever
Yeah.
things that really and government officers should do.
Yeah.
Like and then business trips.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
literally, I have like like a suitcase for 1 or 2 days for business trips. Standby, because you never know. Because my president director report to President
Yeah.
Jokowi, and later President Prabowo directly, and I report to President my president director. So anywhere he goes, I need to be ready.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
military.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
hey, we need to go to Lampung tonight. Do I have time to take my
Kids.
suitcase? No, or whatever. And then, can I go jet to my office? Cannot,
Yeah,
because it's a suitcase, right? Or maybe can, but then it's not convenient. So I have to make sure it's in a car,
Yeah,
ready, and go to the airport right away.
Yeah, yeah.
Things like that. And then in the office, I need to stand by whatever my batik, my clothes, my whatever. So things like that. So you need to be standby all the time.
Yeah.
So that's like the sacrifices. But in the ministry, I can plan things better.
Yeah.
And I feel like giving this in the ministry we are given the space
Yeah.
to really plan out better, and like really you can actually meditate on everything. So it kind of like balance me out, like balance whatever that the crazy things in a
Yeah.
government things up. So it's good. It's
Yeah.
a good balance.
So you mentioned that you like the balance that the church provides you,
Yes.
especially in leadership. Have you tried to apply that to your work in BPJS?
Of course, like values, we have 7 values of TC, right? Like for instance, of course, the 3 Jesus is the center, and you can sit with us. That one, the values are like reflecting of the God's of grace of God. That one, I also try to apply that. Like for instance, because every morning I lead the morning brief,
Mm.
and I start with the prayer.
Mm.
And I said to all my team, maybe 85-90% of my team are non-Christians.
Yeah.
So every time I led the prayer, or I asked one of them led the prayer, I said, every time I wanted to say Jesus, I said God. But you know what? My heart saying Jesus. So
yeah.
it's God, but I don't want to offend them. But they knew it. They knew it that I really wanted to say Jesus.
Yeah.
But again, it's not about, because God knows it's Him. It's
Yeah.
So things like that. And then the way I actually consult them every 6 months, one-on-one and everything, showing them love. And then of course, I always praise them publicly and correct them privately.
Yeah.
It's all values that I actually adopt from
Yeah.
our church. Of course, from Bible. Yeah.
How about Risa? Do you have anything that like you took from church and you brought it home to your work life? To your home work life?
Absolutely.
What?
Just recently,
Mm-hmm.
in the past few days, we have serious problem that lead to a lot of headaches.
You mind explaining more about
Yeah, work related, like
Yeah.
operations and really coordinating with the stakeholders. But I'm not gonna bore you with that. But the point is, as I think only 5% of the population in my line of work only Christians,
Yes.
right?
Mm.
And when they ask me, so Pa, how should we do this? First of all, for me,
Yeah.
if my problem is too big, that means my God is too small. I literally say that to them, right? And secondly, they know whenever we have to make a decision that important decision that a lot of the portion of the decision maker is in my hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would say, okay, wait tomorrow morning, 7 to 8 o'clock. I'll see what my God talks to me. And they just accept it.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't want to take a wrong credit, but like a lot of them says, when Pak Botak says he gonna pray, just better listen, because the God gonna answer.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how we do in TC. That's how we do in TC.
And like I said, like I have brain, I have knowledge, I have previous knowledge from my school. By the way, my education background is communication, but I ended up in school. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, God gave me brain, God gave me knowledge, but God says, dude,
Yeah.
when you have faith with me,
Yeah.
you can use your worry with something that leaps you out of your problem.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I used to be control freak,
Yeah.
and it wears me out.
Yeah.
It wears me out. I cannot enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
my daughter is here. Like she knows. Like when
Also
I
a
get
calm
too
student.
like yeah. And now I'm more chilled. Like Saturday before church services or
Yeah.
doing volunteer, I cook.
Yeah.
That's my meditation,
Wow.
right? And sometimes when I cook a lot of food, I just share it with people.
And you can send to our house.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh ya, rupanya nggak jauh ya itu.
Yeah,
Sure.
to because
Like,
and
yeah.
Kaila's house
And that's part of me sharing the love that
For sure.
my
Yeah.
big daddy shared to me.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
I think if I can share about my experience, maybe not in work, but like in school. Ever since like I got into high school, like I've been busy with like extracurricular
Yeah.
and with like tugas.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, so many tugas ya.
yes, yeah. I had to be more efficient with my time management
Yeah.
and stuff. I'm not as busy as like you guys that is already working, tapi for my age, we're very busy right now.
No, it's
And-
busy, yeah.
I think
Same.
what God has taught everyone is that God won't put you in a situation where you would struggle in. And no, God won't give you,
Something you can't handle.
yeah,
Yeah.
itu dia. When you think you can't handle it, then it's not for you to handle.
Yeah.
Then it's for you to surrender it to God. And I think
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
what I
Exactly.
still am learning
Within your
as a teen.
capacity.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think as an adult, you guys are still learning
I
that.
Of
envy you.
course.
Yeah.
As
I
you learn,
envy you.
always learning.
I wish I learned that early.
That's why
At your
guys come to
age.
TCU.
Because
You
it
guys
would
learn
save,
this.
That's
it
why
would
you
save a
join
lot of
TCU.
time.
You can
It would
learn
save a lot
what-
of energy.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, like
This is
for you guys that
Okay.
watching this, like I envy you.
And like I said, we're very busy as students with work, with tugas kelompok, with working with other people too. And that has changed my routine a lot and has made me feel very
Yeah.
tired and burnt out. And I just want to ask you guys if you have ever felt burnt out in working in maybe ministry or other people or in work.
Yeah.
To,
Well-
to add on to that, I think some common ground we can see between, like, let's say in all stages in life, we always have to work with people.
Yeah.
So elaborate burnout tied to working with people, and like, let's say, like when you're tired, you get angry at certain people, and like when you're feeling good, that's when you lift up people. Go more into that side of the
Okay. Well, I feel like, I mean, in every stage of my working experience, I did have some burnouts.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, because my type of working, actually, I kept giving myself, like, I keep giving myself a spirit, like, hey, you can do it, you can do it, keep positive and everything. But at one point, I felt burnout, yes.
Mm.
What I did at that time, of course, most of the reasons, the reasons why I burned out is that because it's overloaded.
Yeah.
Because so many things happen, and then, but then I what I did actually, I tend to like take like a step back.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I took my like I uh, entered my room. I
Mm.
said to my team, give me like 1 or 2 hours. Like I'm putting myself in the room and I just silent. I put a worship song
Yeah.
and I pray. I meditate because I feel like because I tend to blame other people
Yeah.
sometimes because I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when I start meditating, then I kind of like get the clearer picture
Mhm.
on what happened. And maybe it was my mistake.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't really, put the right timeline for one job or one work or one project.
Yeah.
And I then like, oh, I can do this and I can do a lot. Maybe I cannot do 11 projects at one time. Maybe I can only do 8, for instance. So things like that. Maybe we need to be honest to ourselves.
Yeah.
Like,
Reflect.
and but the most important thing, be honest to God first.
Mm.
Like you cannot just, maybe people keep praising you, like for instance, hey, you did a great job. But then everyone has limit.
Yeah.
God is unlimited, but we do have limitations.
Yeah.
And you need to acknowledge that limitations, even
Mhm.
though you're good, even though you're excellent in work, in study. Yeah, you need to really come, be humble in front of God, be honest to God.
Yeah.
God, I have this kind of capacity. I really want to do something excellent
Mhm.
rather than doing so many things like 11 projects at the same time or 11 tasks or extracurricular in studies and everything. Instead, I can do X amount of studies or
Yeah.
job or working, but bless me in these areas.
Mm.
So be honest to God. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did actually. I'm taking that moment time, like only 1 or 2 hours, and then after that I'm going, crazy again, like that.
And, burnout.
Yeah.
Burnout when you swallow too much,
Mm.
right? And as to me being honest with myself, I used to be easily burned out because one, I like to keep myself busy
Yeah.
because I have to be honest, I was an overachiever. I think people would appreciate me more if I achieve more than anyone can do. Uh, Second, I seek acknowledgement,
Yeah.
and I thought
Validation.
when people acknowledge me, that makes me feel good. Uh, and at the end of the day, it gives me burnout. That's why when I come to a point where whatever you do, God loves you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's like,
Yeah.
yes, you have to do your priorities. Whether you're in junior high, you're in high school, or you're in college,
Yeah.
you have sets of your goals, right?
Yeah.
And you get your activities. You know which part of being a volunteer at church you want to do.
Yeah.
But I like that word. Like I need to be honest with myself. I need to be honest with God, and I need to let my community guide me through
Yeah.
that. I'm here to grow. I'm here to learn. I'm here not to pretend being somebody that I'm not.
Yeah.
And pretending being somebody that I'm not, just trying to get accepted.
It's tiring.
It's tiring, and it took me to a lonely place. And what I like about the community, what I like about TC Youth, you guys have amazing communities. You have amazing groups, and it gives a lot of people rooms. It gives a lot of people in TC. It gives a lot of people in any stage of life a room to feel.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that just sums it up how God loves you anyway, regardless where you are,
Yeah.
regardless where have you been.
Yeah.
And when you are with God, when you're with Daddy Jesus, you know where to go because
Yeah.
He's gonna hold your hand into your destination. Right?
I think it's beautiful what you guys said, like always tying it back to Jesus.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes for me,
Yeah, how
I
about
started. How about you? Okay.
Your
So
turn, Mika.
I work in a network where they make YouTube videos, and I work as their business development and sales. I also, at the same time, I still go to school. I'm in university,
Nice.
and then lastly, I'm a youth leader in Youth Pick. So shout out Youth Pick.
Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
Shout out to the team. But yeah, so burnout. Oh my gosh. I haven't felt burnout. I mean, I started my job only for the past 3-4 months, and honestly, it's weird because I feel burnout in some areas, and some areas I don't. So like in youth, I never feel tired. I always feel energetic.
Depends.
It really depends, yeah. But when it comes to work, I feel drained. I feel like my energy is being sucked out, and then in school, it's just
Real.
like middle
Yeah.
ground. So-
Okay.
That's the same for me.
Oh.
I think for you, I can get a little tired, but I usually nap before service
That's
starts.
good.
Yeah,
That's good.
I nap for like 5 minutes, and I think
Power nap.
everyone has at least one picture of me sleeping
Yeah.
in their gallery somewhere. And but for school, I'm very burnt out,
Oh, yeah.
and
Mm.
I'm an active student in
Yeah.
my school. I'm not in student council, but I'm active, like helping
Mm.
out, my friends, even teachers, doing my work. I'm an active student, and I am also an active teen here at TCU. I volunteer, like here right now. I'm a host in Unmuted.
Oh.
Right on.
Yeah, Jakaila.
I am also a writer.
So
I
proud.
will give you love, writers, because you guys are amazing and you guys work hard.
You guys are all amazing.
Yeah.
How old are you again?
I'm 16.
Dang.
Wow.
I'm 16.
Long way ahead.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And-
Where were we when we were 16? Anyway.
Not in this room.
Anyway. Okay. Proceed.
That got me off guard. That got me off.
But now we're in this room. That's the what matters.
And it is very hard, like balancing those two. And I just want to ask you guys, what are some top 5 tips for balancing social life
Wow.
with ministry for like students or even adults working or
Okay.
uni students?
Yeah.
All right. When you have burnouts or anything for
Just balancing.
Just like
balancing.
Like your time, like let's say you
Your
have a
time or
family. Let's say for what it looks like for youth is like they have school, and then on the
Mhm.
weekends they have to study, plus they go to youth and help out and volunteer.
Oh wow.
So
How
Okay.
do they
So
balance
Yeah.
so that they don't burn out?
All right.
quick
For-
5 tips.
Quick 5. Okay. Can I go first? Okay.
Ladies first.
Number 1, I mean, I can repeat about 1 or 2 points that
Yes.
I mentioned before. Number 1, like
Great.
it is this is for me as well, yeah, for all of us, for the students, for teens in a school or a college or work. Number 1, be honest to God
Yeah.
with your problem, with your issues, with your whatever like daily routines or daily challenges.
Yeah.
And then number 2, be honest to yourself.
Mm.
Yeah.
At least that's what I experienced. Because in the past I tend to like like overdo anything, like
Yeah.
plan everything because I felt like I could do this, like I can do everything, like
Yeah.
I can plan something out.
Mm.
Alpha female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Alpha
itu
female.
dulu.
Sigma.
Masih ada sisa dikit ya, I don't know. Anyway, and then number 3, I think we need to. Actually, I wrote it down earlier. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No problem.
Yeah. Sorry. Number 3 is that pray and read Bible. I mean, constantly, like put it as a habit regularly. Just like, just start the day with pray and like just read at least 1 verse of the Bible. If you can read like 1 passage, it's very good. But
You
then,
can read like verse of the day.
yeah, like verse of the
'Cause
day.
I do that.
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
because it's proven that it really become a strong foundation. And then number 4 is you need to be more what do you call that? Like connect with your friends and
Yeah.
family, which are the imperfect people. Don't expect because you need to do like a cross, like vertical relationship with Jesus by reading Bible and pray, and then the horizontal like cross, yes.
Yes.
But no, Jesus is already reason, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you need to do the horizontal relationship, connect with other people, the imperfect people. Don't
Yeah.
expect that they will satisfy you,
Yeah.
because God will satisfy you with His blessing and love.
That's why this is longer than this.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
here guys.
and if the horizontal people, like the imperfect people, disappoint you, it is something that possibly happen because we are imperfect.
Yeah.
Perubat jalan, ya.
Yeah.
But then we need to remind with love and taking care of each other. And then the last one, learn to rest.
Mm.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm talking to myself, yeah, because I love going out and everything, and my kids kept saying, "Mommy, you need to,
Yes.
I need to learn to rest at least whenever you have time to a little bit like taking nap, because that's why I said very good, Jakaila. You can like 1 hour, 30 minutes power nap
Yeah.
is so good. It revitalizes your energy again. So that's like 5 top tips. Yeah.
So, anything you want to add, or you think that's good?
The 5. Oh yeah. Read the Bible. That's
Mm.
it.
Yeah.
Read the Bible.
Read the
Read the
Bible.
Bible.
You heard it here first. Read the Bible.
Read the Bible, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Just read it, understand.
You have a GPS named Holy Spirit, but
Yeah.
if you don't read the Bible,
You-
sometimes you forgot to turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't really. To add to that, it's like, if you read the Bible, you understand the Holy Spirit more.
Yeah.
What it sounds like, what the voice is, so that
So-
you have a
Yeah.
clear path.
So by reading the Bible, you'll know firsthand who is your dad,
Yeah.
rather than what others says to you who
Yeah.
your dad is.
Yes.
Right?
True.
And second of all, whenever life hit you hard on the wall, just remember, breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe, because when you take a deep breath, you can somehow your mind that runs 150 kilometers an hour can slow down, and
Yeah.
you can remember what your pastor says to you, what your friend reminds you. Maybe you remember to connect with your group,
Yeah.
right? And I would say this to everybody: drink a lot of water.
Mm.
These days we drink too much other stuff, but
Yeah.
drink a lot of water. Just
Yeah.
drink a lot of water. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I drink a lot of water. I know
I
it
can do
resembles
that, I
it
can-
resembles with other topics.
No, I love wine. I love wine. But okay, that's why I like drinking water.
But yeah, just drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Because when you drink a
love
lot of
water
water,
also.
it would be easier for you to rest.
Yeah.
Right? And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 5th one, just keep in mind, whatever you do, God loves you anyway.
Mm.
That's grace of God.
Yes.
Yeah.
God loves you anyway.
All right.
Those are
That's
amazing
it
answers.
for segment 2, guys.
Hopefully, you guys can input this in your life.
Yeah.
And let's
Take
go
notes.
back to ad breaks.
Read your
See
Bible.
ya.
Love you.
Dude, I keep seeing this 30 November thing. What's happening 30 November?
What do you mean, bro? There's these youth worship nights.
God is good, all the time. If he ain't, then you lying in the rain, in the shine. God is good all the time. God is good all the time. If he ain't.
Okay, guys. For our final segment, we have a little game we have here. We got post-it notes, and I want you guys to write one person or maybe two that you
Yeah.
really appreciate in your ministry or maybe in your work. And please, after you write down the name, put it on your forehead and explain explain why you appreciate that
Forehead,
person.
no?
So you guys can show the
Hello.
entire.
We need to do it too.
I want.
Okay, there.
Give me a cup. Pretty cool. Cup of it.
Baca nggak?
In where? Both?
Anywhere.
Anywhere. So I can do 2 people?
You
Persons?
can if you want to. Tapi your forehead will just be full.
It's fine. Full of my love for them. Oh. Oh,
What?
this
One more. One
One
more
more.
paper.
Need it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Banyak banget.
Hah?
Dua aja
Udah
kan?
dua aja kan?
Oh. It's fine.
Gue begini dong.
Iya iya iya.
Ini service. Hah?
Boy.
Kelihatan nggak? Can you see it? Can you see it? Nah. Can you see it? Oh.
Alright, I'm ready, guys.
Ready guys?
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Wait. One.
Go ahead, go ahead.
10 seconds.
Take your time, take your time.
Should we use marker instead?
Yeah,
Mga
nggak kelihatan sih.
Oh, kelihatan.
I mean, I love so many people. How can I? What? This could be favoritism, no?
I think it's more like
No, appreciating.
Appreciating. Okay.
appreciating them the last few months, maybe, or
Okay.
like somebody who worked extra hard lately, who's grown so much lately.
Okay. But it doesn't mean I don't love other people,
Yeah,
yeah?
of course. We love every single member of our teams. It's just
Yeah.
that these specific people
Like-
deserve a little bit of extra
Yes.
praise
Okay.
because
If I
they
if
work
I
hard.
wrote,
Write it
if I
again.
wrote down my children, it would be subjective. So I just wrote other people.
My handwriting is not good.
Yang penting kelihatan. Lama nih, lama.
Udah ya, udah. Udah.
Kebaca nggak?
Baca.
Kebaca nggak? Okay, you guys have to write it with
Yeah,
this
kebaca.
marker.
Should I start while you guys are writing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, okay. So the first one, in school, yeah, her name is Del. That's her nickname. Her real name is Daniela. And stick it on there, stick it back on there. And the reason why I appreciate her so much is because she is very hardworking. She is so kind,
Cool.
and she deserves like an appreciation because she has a kind heart and she always helps everyone. Even though she's tired herself, she will always put time for other people. And she always listens to my problems, and like she's so smart. Like she studies like almost every day and always get good scores.
Wow.
And I just love you, Dale. Love you, Dale.
The next one.
Next one, Skifo. Skifo is one of our teams here in Unmuted. He is one of the writers and hosts for Unmuted team. Here's Skifo. You deserve some love. I don't know where he is right now. He's somewhere here. And why I appreciate him is because he is a wonderful person and a wonderful friend. And he always works so hard for this Unmuted team. And he always he always sleeps
He
in
helped
late.
prep
Preps
us today. He prepped us
Yeah.
today.
And he wrote with
Prep.
the other teams in Unmuted, wrote this episode. And so
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
thank you,
Shout
Skifo,
out to
and
Skifo.
yeah.
Skifo and Del. Alright, my two people are from Youth Pick. One of them, Jillian, being one of the youth there recently. She volunteered, not even asked to. She was like, hey, can I edit a video and help out? She made an Instagram Reels and turned out to be one of the best
Oh, I
Reels
think I
we've
saw
had.
that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw it, guys.
Yeah.
Watch it.
So yeah,
Love,
Jillian,
love,
shout out to you. You're awesome, even though you're super busy and we need you more in youth. But yeah, we love you. Next
Yeah.
one, Elsa. Elsa is a leader. I really appreciate this person because she takes in a lot. Like legit, she is a achiever. Just like
Nice.
Lisa over here. Literally in school, like all I see her is walk around and like do everything. Like literally from like organization stuff to like doing her own work. And then outside helping her friends. And then doing youth on the weekends. And then helping out her mom teaching as well. So I really appreciate you, Elsa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love you,
Elsa.
Elsa and Julian.
Okay, my turn. The first one would be Susan. Susan is one of my team in BPJS Ketenagakerjaan. She's leading the marketing communications. She actually soon become the assistant deputy, but she's not yet. But she's like really diligent, and she's like working like extra mile, and whatever that she really wants to achieve, that she comes to me and she said, Bu, can I do this? Can I take initiative to do this? And I really appreciate that she's not really like, counting her time, like, like, well, she's willingly to do things beyond what she needs to do. So yeah, shout out to Susan, and I think you deserve to be assistant deputy of marketing communications one day.
Yeah.
I love you.
Next one, next one.
And then the next one is Indri, one of my CG members. She's teaching at Raffles in Kebun Jeruk, and she's one of the teachers there. And she was recently promoted because she's taking many initiatives. But then she has a bit of the challenges in the family as well. But she managed with the prayer and things and support. Together we prayed and everything, and she really surrendered to Jesus, and she really being obedient. And now she can actually take care of the family and really support her brother, her family. And I really encourage her, and I really admire her courage and patience to taking care of the family. So shout out to Indri. Indri from the CG Abundant Blessings, part of our member, part of our congregations. Yes. Shout out to
Amazing.
Indri. Love you.
Next.
My two guys are Sergio. He's my leader in the Beyond Success group. He's also one of my team member in the Karen Council. He's a great guy, smart guy, and somebody that I look up to too. Another one is his name is Sandy. His real name is actually Bashir.
Bashir.
Wow,
Well, why is it Sandy?
because he's West Sumatra like
Padangis.
Padangis.
Is it? Okay.
Padangis namanya suka belok habis. Jadi Sandy is my go-to guy. Like, we sort of come to a place that I just need to speak one sentence and he know the whole paragraph that I want to talk.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And so we're that in sync. And he's a very energetic and teachable person, and one thing that we learned together in the line of work, yes, you need to be smart, but you need to be teachable.
Yeah.
Being teachable answers a lot of the problems, right? Because just being too smart sometimes could be being smart ass, sorry. But being teachable, I can let myself be taught by my team,
Yeah.
and I can let my team learn from what I share.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's amazing.
That's the number one my mom always taught me, which is no matter where you are, no matter how high your position is, you need to be a lifelong learner.
Yeah.
All right.
Learning is like a
That's
love,
it for
not
this
life
episode, guys.
Yeah.
Well, let's go. Thank you.
Thank you guys so
Tony and
much.
Lisa,
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
coming here
Jakarta,
and
Nika.
recording for Unmuted. Oh my. It's okay. We love you guys.
This is so fun.
And don't forget to follow our TikTok, Instagram at Unmuted by TCY or TC.
At TCY.
Check the description
It's
down
in the
below,
description.
guys.
Go check it out. And
Alright.
since I'm here already, shout out to TC Youth Pick, the better campus. And we also have an Instagram. Go follow. Love you
Yeah.
guys.
And don't forget to
Guys.
follow at the collective.youth. That is our teens churches Instagram. And don't forget to share this with your friends and
Yes.
family
Yeah.
that maybe they can relate or maybe they need to
So
learn in
fun.
their life. And hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.